So biggest takeaway, again, stability. Yes, I learned these moves, but now I need to actually be like really, really cautious of how I'm standing. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you these mini balls. It's not gonna be easy at first. All right, I'm gonna actually allow you to do it because this is gonna be a drill you can do at home. You're gonna take the ball yourself and you're gonna self toss it. And when I mean self toss, is literally just a drop. All right, but what's gonna happen is you're gonna be on these little sliders. I'm on my shoes, so it's a little bit easier for me. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna probably slide all around. This is what we talked about. We talked about ice, right? This is really gonna make it feel like ice. So watch what happens. So notice how I'm standing directly on top. Notice how they aren't sliding. Notice what happens as I spread my feet out. You see how I'm sliding? So technically, when you're using ice, you want to do what? You want to have feet under our hips. Once they get outside our hips, that's when you're cooked. So notice where my hips are. I want my feet almost here. And once you start doing that, you're done for. So what's going to happen is I want you to master the position. So notice my hips will be here. You see how I'm slightly outside my hips? Yes, I'm going to slide, but now this is how you stop sliding. You're going to take your feet. As they're starting to slide, I'm focusing on pressing. If I don't press, so look, here, now watch this. I'm going to try to focus. See how they stop? Watch this. No focus. Stop. No focus. You don't want to get that far. So we're going to learn how to have focus and being stable outside of our hips because no one bats like this 24/7. My focus is to not move my left foot as much. Boom. Focus, focus. Drop. Here. So notice how you see how I'm turning both. I don't want that. I want to see, can I focus on keeping my left side solid as best as I can on this ice patch. Left side actually stays solid that time, and I turn. Work through it. Spread your feet out a little bit wider. There you go. Yep. Stability, bro. You got it. Balance. So now you got to press and go. Hold. Now, what I want you to do is you don't want to punch through it because you see where your chest is. Stop. Stare there. I need our chest to stay up. I want to be here. I don't want to finish the swing like this. All right. Try it again. Your head here and just rotate as best you can. Right there. Good. Perfect. I'll take that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some swings with some weighted balls. I need my swing to be strong and efficient from this position. So yes, I'm going to stay here. I want my foot. Notice how it's starting to slide. I need my foot to stay still. All right, I'm going to give you some side toss with the weighted balls. I want us to get in our stance, have our chest over the plate. Remember our space. Space here, space from barrel. I'm trying to not have this do any type of movement. I need it to stay still. But it's all about the pressure. Do not stop. See how much you turn as best as you can, as best as possible. You want to keep it like that as best you can. So it's all about that focus on pressure. It's not going to be easy, but that's the goal. All right, one hand swings don't work with weighted balls. Like it moved, but like I didn't do this. I didn't fall. It's going to move. But notice I swung the bat and got my swing off. Right to it. Good, let's go. And I'm going to show you what I mean by spacing. So say this is the lane we work in with our hands, right? Stop. Do that again. Do what you just did. This is bad. The reason why I know you're not, come on, get there and stay there. I know you're not doing this. The reason why this is bad because your hands are here. There's no barrel to the ball. You have no room to get to the barrel or to get to the baseball. So get ready again. This hand is gonna, this elbow is gonna go, and while, so watch this. If I don't do anything with this hand, this is what it looks like. See, it didn't do anything. But now at some point, this hand needs to go to the ball. So if I just take this hand to the ball, it'll look like that. So I need to do two things at once. I need to go to the ball, but I also need to go that way. And when I do both, I get there. Boom, good. Turning and hitting. Look, you're behind the ball and you're ready. Obviously, you didn't turn your back leg, but this is a position to hit. You wouldn't want to get here and then try to hit. One more time. Stop. It's a little bit better. That's trying to get there. Yes. Yes. 3 in a row. Notice that's aware. When I land, I'm using that. I shouldn't slide at all. Oh, whoa, bad boy. Good. 2. Fight to get that extension. Don't get here and stop. Go through that ball. Work, work. Thank you. Again, go ahead. Look at your shoulders. Good. Work. Thank you. That's the part of it. That's why we're working. Because now, baseballs. Work. Yes, right there. 1. Work. Good. And that ball is high too. So the point of shoulders, when you think about it, let me see back. And this should make sense. The point of keeping our shoulders here is because now all I need to do is use my left leg, which we just did in that drill. If I have my sliders on, I'm using my left leg. That allows me to stay behind and watch. I can use my moves and get my barrel in my hands out. If this was sliding, that wouldn't help. That's why you don't have to do all this. If I can stay here with my shoulders, when I step, I use my left leg to work behind, and then now I don't have to stay like this. I can get out there. That's the point. That's why we do that. I don't have to do all this because I'm using my legs to help me create space to work on my lines. Yeah, do one. Use your legs. Fight for the barrel. Fight. Good, B. I'll take it. You ready to do some fielding? Let's do it.